Hello, everybody. This is Mark Blanton from the Real South Africa.
And I am Latasha Blanton, also with the Real South Africa.
And you guys are welcome to sunny South Africa. If this is your first time, this is your opportunity to come with Phil Scott with his channel.
And they will be here on March 16th through the 25th, 2022. The cost does include the flight, most meals, and your domestic flight in country from Johannesburg to Cape Town. The cost is $5,500 per person sharing and $6,150 for a person wanting a single room.
Now, at this point, you don't need any extra shots. The only thing you need to do is have a negative COVID test prior to you leaving. And then, of course, upon departure, we will get you another COVID test. And then that's it. So that's really all you need. And, of course, a passport.
So no shots, no vaccines, no nothing. Just get to South Africa. We'll see you here.
So there's a news reporter by the name of Charisse Gibson out of Louisiana. It's WWL-TV. And a viewer warned the sister that the small pendant she wore on air, one shaped like, the African continent, no different that's what's on my shirt here, implied a lack of patriotism. Okay. So you can be, proud of where you come from in Europe, right? Even though you are immigrant here, because you did immigrate here. You didn't come here, you wasn't the indigenous people of this land, right? But this is the person said, if you persist in wearing a medallion of Africa, please know I will change channels. The viewer wrote. It said that you are an American first and be proud of that. Now that is basically them trying to tell black people about their identity. If she's an American citizen, and what she is an American. But her identity is she's black, right? She's a black American. But her origin and where it goes back to is the continent of Africa, okay? And she should be proud of that. If she want to wear an African medallion or she want a tattoo, or whatever else that she wants to wear. Now, the sister had seemed unswayed by the aggrieved viewer's warning, and she simply replied as nah. And she's 100% right. You don't let these people tell you anything about what you want to wear. Black people have been the most patriotic people in this country. America wouldn't even be America today without us. So the problem with a lot of them is this. There's some of them are starting to get threatened by that, like trying to get a connection to Africa, because they know is when you get a connection to the African continent, you start really getting in with the people. You start really connecting spiritually with the land. And I told y'all before, the only land that I feel a spiritual connection to from my experience is the African continent. When I'm on the soil, I just feel that spiritual connection there. I do not feel that here. I've never felt that here until I went over there. You understand? They don't want our brothers and sisters working together. They don't want us trading with each other, getting access to those resources. They don't want us to go start factories over there and start mass producing things and the help we could bring back to Black America. We can bring things to them, right? No, they don't want us to work together. They want us at each other's throats. That's what they want. Or they want us to say, forget Africa. We don't. And listen, I know some people are on that. I'm not on that. I never have been on that. I'm the guy that, hey, let's go to, a group trip to the continent, right? The first time we did one was to Kenya. Next one we're going to do, as you know, is going to be to South Africa. And as long as we have good companies that want to partner with us to do that, we will continue to do that until there's a need which nobody wants to do that anymore. We can say, okay, we built America and we are Americans, etc., right? And we'd say that. But at the same time, we do have a connection to Africa as well. And if we want to celebrate that connection, we can. You don't let no Karen or no other white supremacists tell you shouldn't be able to do that. Now, the sister continues, I typically don't like to share it. I say, but this time I wanted people to see it. Now, it said Gibson says she wears her African medallion regularly. It says she thinks it might have drawn the attention of the viewer because it symbolizes the history of the slave trade. So my ancestry is African. It said it's natural to try to find where you come from. It says she's a New Orleans native who attended Warren Eastern High School. Said Gibson says she could trace her family to St. John the Baptist Parish in Mississippi. So she is a Black American, okay? I mean, she come from the soil because her ancestors were taken from their homelands against their will and given new identities as enslaved people. Say to some, she said her African medallion is a reminder of that erasure of that original sin. Yes, it is. They don't listen. And what the funny part is, do y'all remember when they used to say, well, if you don't like it over here, go back to Africa? You remember they used to say that a lot? I don't even hear them saying that no more like they used to. You know what I'm saying? Because Black people have been going to Africa a lot now. They've been having group trips. Some of them have actually been, moving over there, going back and forth all the time, setting up businesses and all of that. They don't really like that. You understand? That's why they make a big deal when Ghana had the year of return. Every white media publication was covering the year of return. Why in the hell did you even care about the year of return in Ghana? It had nothing to do with you. The reason why you cared about that is because, wait a minute. Them Black Americans are going over there to the African continent. And if who we are and the things that we have produced and built, we take that to the African continent. Oh boy, the African continent now about to start getting on and popping. Oh no, we got to try to do everything we can to break that up. And I just think it's interesting, ever since the year of return, it's been a lot of efforts to try to keep Black Americans and Africans and Caribbeans and things like that just apart. Just like I think it's just crazy, even some of the things that we talked about the other day, where you have immigrants that's here in America, like just saying something, not all, but immigrants here in America saying things about Black Americans when, like, what? Like, none of that even makes sense. None of it makes sense. That's why I started thinking deeper into this. And I'm like, okay, who's really behind all this stuff all of a sudden? Because it's just amazing to me after that year of return that all these little problems start popping up. Because you know how the white supremacists is now. You know how they are. They do not want Black people to work with each other at all. They don't. They don't want us to unify. They don't want us to unify globally. They don't want us to even unify here in America. Because some people say, oh, well, I can only work with people within our own community. You're not even trying to do that, some of you. You know what I'm saying? So I know the white supremacists benefit more off of divide and conquer. That's the way he even operates America, is through divide and conquer. That's why when you come into this country, no matter where you come from, they make you basically pick a side because everything is divide and conquer. Okay. Now our sister said that I am African American. She said it's what I'm rooted in. She said, and where I came from helped build this country. You understand? So she said she never intended to debate with the viewer who challenged her to choose her Americanism over her African heritage. She said, I'm not arguing this. He said, I never deny my culture, nor will she deny the various heritages of fellow Americans. That what's insane too is I've always taken joy in learning about other cultures. And I say, without a doubt, Gibson said she'll be wearing her African medallion during Friday night's broadcast thereafter. He said, in fact, if there's a time she planned to do a little shopping from some earrings to match before stepping in front of the camera, she gonna do that too. That's right, sister. I love that. She doubled down. And that's what you got to do with the white supremacists. You double down on your identity as Black people. If you're connecting with the continent, double down even more. It don't even matter if somebody here in America, one of your family members try to tell you, oh, you ain't from no Africa. You born down here in Mississippi or Louisiana. Yeah, you're right. I was born, but then I went to African ancestry and I had my test done. And then it told me kind of where our family came from. So I'm trying to get connected with some of that too. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, don't ever walk away from what you're doing when these white supremacists say something to you. You double and triple down on what you're doing because you're heading in the right direction. I will always be connected to who I am. Understand? Now, yes, we built America. We're American citizens. There wouldn't be America if it wouldn't been for our ancestors. That's the truth. Okay? But I'm also part of the global, African community, global Black community. right? And I have every right to connect and wear clothes and wear, medallions and jewelry and anything else from our brothers and sisters that who want to sell it and break bread with us and eat food together. And no, we have every right. So Mr. or Miss White Supremacists, well, I mean, you come in this, particular channel. I mean, you see that all over the place here. So, they think that they can just, talk down on you and get you to bend. But, I'm gonna tell that sister this. If they give you an issue, a problem at that station or whatever, sure, you can be a contributor over here and you can wear all the African where you want. We highly support that. But, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about the situation with our sister here, not backing down from this person. That's a beautiful thing. Living in America as a black person, you recognize there is one set of laws for you and one set of laws for those, especially in the white community. In our book, Passive Aggressive Racism in the System of White Supremacy, I take you through times in my life when I first started noticing white supremacy. We teach you how to recognize it, identify it, and also counter it in our book. This book is a beginner's course for those that are just starting to wake up and open their eyes to see the system of white supremacy. As a black American person, you must understand this system because this system is life or death to you. How you handle it, how you deal with it, it can affect your mental health if you don't understand this system. Pick up our book, Passive Aggressive Racism and the System of White Supremacy, today on Amazon.